more or less, same point of view. I believe that we knew that it will be a tough game because of the opponent, because of the quality of the opponent, because of the tough game that we had against Ivory Coast 3 days ago. The guys made an amazing first half. We deserve at this time to score a goal. I think we could score more goals. Then the second half, we had, I think, a difficult moment for around 15 minutes. We were under pressure. I think we played too deep. Our block were too deep. Not enough pressure on the opponents. Due to maybe to the fatigue or tired of the players and the quality of the opponent. Then after this penalty, this decision and the penalty, I think the players shown great attitude and mental strength, and coming back until the end, fighting to score a goal. We had some other situations, maybe not clear chances, but situations if we play the last pass or in a with more accuracy, I think we could score another goal. Then this free kicker arrived, and of course with the quality of players like Riyad Mahrez, it's a massive chance of goal. Thanks God we made it. Alhamdulillah.
Thank you very much. Gentlemen, first question. But before that, I heard 2 mobile phones ring. If anybody is caught with your mobile phone ringing, please, you've been warned already. You'll be taken out of the room. Please, if you have your mobile phones on, everybody is working here, please turn it off, out of respect, please. They will translate. If you have the translation. S'il vous plaît, fermez téléphone. Thank you. Thank you very much. Gentlemen, yes, you. Yes, him, yeah.
Coach Bin Mahdi Maher Mazahi with newframe.com. You spoke about the difficult moment that it was a penalty. From us, it looked like it was 50-50, maybe the referee's discretion. Looking at Issa Mwendi's reaction, obviously he didn't think it was a penalty. Do you, as a coach, do you have to... You spoke about their mental strength. Did you have to encourage them to stay focused on the match, or with leaders like the ones you have on the pitch, was it all by themselves?
Yeah, definitely.
Tu peux répondre en français si tu veux.
Yes. Answer in French.
Yes.
Answer in French. Okay.
Yeah.
Non, j'ai pas revu évidemment pas vu l'action. Par contre, j'ai vu l'action du penalty. Je veux pas créer une histoire pour rien, mais j'ai vu l'action du penalty Sénégal-Tunisie. Donc j'aimerais savoir si c'est le même genre de main. Le joueur me dit j'ai pas. Bref, une décision de penalty, c'est pas ça le plus important. Le plus important, c'était justement de se remettre dans le jeu. Et c'est vrai qu'à ce moment-là, on a vécu ça, en tout cas les joueurs ont vécu ça comme une injustice. Et c'est vrai qu'à ce moment-là, ça peut être difficile. Je connais ce feeling-là. Et on a deux genres de réactions. Soit on laisse tomber pendant un moment, et là on peut le payer cash. Sur une action, on peut le payer cash parce qu'on n'est pas concentré, on n'est pas dans l'effort, on n'est pas dans tout ça. Ou soit on se remobilise le plus rapidement possible et on repart. Donc moi j'ai pas de doute là-dessus. On m'avait déjà posé cette question avant le match de la Côte d'Ivoire, comment nous réagirions si on encaissait un but. Vous avez vu déjà ce qu'on était capable de faire contre la Côte d'Ivoire. Moi j'ai pas eu besoin d'attendre ce match-là. Je sais d'où on vient. Et j'ai pas eu de crainte. Bien sûr, sentiment d'injustice, sentiment peut-être à tort. Il faudrait qu'on voit les images. Mais à ce moment-là, c'est ce qu'on a ressenti, un sentiment d'injustice. On aurait pu baisser les bras, on a levé la tête, On a été jusqu'au bout, on n'a pas voulu... c'est pas qu'on n'a pas voulu aller aux prolongations. S'il aurait fallu aller aux prolongations, on aurait joué au maximum que l'on peut, mais les joueurs ont voulu gagner le match avant. Et ils sont repartis, on s'est créé des situations, je dis peut-être pas des situations franches, mais bon, s'il y avait des dernières passes, des avant-dernières passes qui ont été mieux faites, ça aurait pu être des situations franches. Donc les joueurs sont revenus dans le match, et voilà, sont restés, ils ont cru jusqu'au bout. Ça nous servira sûrement encore pour un avenir très proche.
Gentleman in white.
كوتش بالماضي حمدي شجاع الشرطة الجزائرية.
اخي تكلم بالانجليز ولا تكلم
ما نهضرش بالدارجة نهضر بالفصحى هذوك.
فصحى اوكي فصحى انا كيف تخرج باسكو الميكس
اوكي بعد اجهاز عقبة نيجيريا مباراة صعبة يمتلك كوتش بالماضي الثقة الكبيرة الآن ليقول للجمهور أن هذه الكأس سوف تكون جزائرية.
Moment dégaine frère. Qu'est-ce qu'il dit? Au peuple algérien, moi je suis pas un politicien, je suis pas un faiseur de miracles, je suis pas un sorcier. Moi au peuple algérien, je lui dis on va se battre comme on s'est battu jusqu'à présent. Voilà ce qu'on peut promettre. On va pas promettre quelque chose qui n'est pas entre mes mains. Inch'Allah, bi'idhnillah, avec Toufik min Allah, nous on va faire le maximum, dire le sabab, et après, Inch'Allah, Toufik min Allah.
Gentleman here. Yes. This guy.
Coach, congratulations and commiserations to you, Gannat Raw. Sorry about the defeat. Coach Belmadi, this might not be a question you like, but I think it's something that needs to be asked. Yesterday at the press conference, my colleague asked you about the other incident that happened, and you said it wasn't the time and place. Well, you've won now, and with due respect, all I just want to ask, as a former player and as a coach, you know, is it the kind of behavior that you would condemn, you know, if you see something like that happen, like what we saw in that game against Cote d'Ivoire?
Are you serious? You are his lawyer?
I'm just asking. I mean,
what's this question, my friend? We are playing a semi-final. We are playing. You are from Nigeria?
Yeah.
From Nigeria? You have your coach in front of you. They played a great game, a great cup, and you are talking about these things.
Some things need to be asked. Some things
need to be
answered.
asked. I answer. Yeah. It's not my.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay. The coach is not willing to take this question again. Please, in future, when you are given this opportunity, the coach has clearly stated that he doesn't want to take this question again. Men in black, black t-shirt, black spectacles.
Thank you very much, moderator. This question goes to the Nigerian coach. Commiserations once again. Tactically and mentally, where did you think your boys got it all wrong? Because they were in that game up to the last second. But tactically, what happened? Is it the wall, or they just couldn't get it right? And to the Algerian coach, congratulations. As a former player, I could see that you were very smart with your tactics today. Against Nigeria, is it a deliberate ploy to be on the fast track right from the beginning to the end, and going by the way Nigeria always played the game? What did you get right today against Nigeria to be able to clip them in the last second of the game? Thank you.
Yes, I think that Algeria made a better pressing like us, especially in the first half. And in the midfield, they had some very good situations, and we had problems in the back of our defensive midfielders. So they could have some opportunities. Also the center forward from Algeria give a lot of problems to our center backs, and we could not find our wingers like we did the other day against South Africa. Today they could not come and give crosses and come on the side. So I think they were well organized, and we could not find a solution because the pressing was very strong. It was better in second half, so we had some shooting on the goal. We had this goal. Was unlucky again shooting on the goal. We had this goal. Was unlucky again shooting on the goal. We had this goal. Was unlucky again shooting on the goal. We had this goal. Was unlucky again shooting on the goal. We had this goal. Was unlucky again shooting on the goal. We had this goal. Was unlucky again shooting.
Of the VAR for the penalty. They scored the penalty, and we have this free kick at the end of the game, and we scored. So I think we are very, very happy, because to be in the final of the African Cup of Nations is something unbelievable.
Thank you very much. Only 2 questions. Gentlemen, you first. Please hurry up.
Moumnaïf Kassi, journal du buteur. Riyad Mahrez, aujourd'hui, vous avez rendu le peuple algérien fier. Vous avez toujours dit que je rêve de remporter ce titre. Vous êtes à un match, et est-ce que c'est le meilleur but que depuis que tu es en sélection?
Excuse me. Gentlemen, please, you are disrupting the press conference.
Déjà, pour répondre à ta première question, on est très, très, très heureux de rendre fier le peuple. C'était notre objectif. On le fait pour le peuple, pour nos familles. On sait que notre peuple est avec nous et derrière nous. Donc on veut tout leur donner. Et pour la deuxième question, c'est est-ce que c'est mon meilleur but? Je pense que c'est le plus important en sélection. Oui, c'est mon rêve de remporter la Coupe d'Afrique. Là, on a un match. Alors, on va bien se reposer après, Inch'Allah. On va bien se concentrer, parce que ça va être une autre bataille contre le Sénégal. Et Inch'Allah, on va essayer de la remporter.
Final question, gentleman at the back in the hat, please. Lady, please give him the microphone. The man at the back in the hat, to be precise. Thank you.
Congratulations, Mahrez. Does this win against Nigeria give you the confidence that you're going to win it?
I think we've been very good in this tournament. We scored 12 goals and we conceded 2. We had already the confidence, I think, but this game, yes, give us more confidence to play the final. It will be another battle, another tough game, but I think we are capable to win it. We've played Senegal in a group stage. It's a very good team, and we will see.
Thank you very much, Mahrez. Congratulations.